we had a very fall, crisp air mass out there this morning, and I'll tell you what, temperatures really dropped off. Look at this. We had temperatures down into the upper 30s in many spots. 38 degrees in Altamont, 39 in Dayton and Cleveland, 39 in Athens, 35 in Murphy. So yeah, it was quite chilly out there. Even the lower 40s across portions of North Georgia and northern Alabama dropped down into the mid 40s here in Chattanooga. I think 46 was the actual low. So right now we have lots of sunshine. We have warmed up quite nicely after a cool start. 71 degrees is the current temperature. Dew points down into the mid 30s, so very dry air in place. And our heat index, because of that very dry air, a degree or so below the actual temperature. So it is very pleasant out there. We are not worried about the humidity, but it is breezy once again with those winds out of the north, anywhere between 10 to 20 miles per hour. And of course, we know part of that reason is because we have a tropical system to our south. So the winds going counterclockwise around that, pulling in the northerly air and the drier air, also the cooler air. So we've got temperatures again struggling to hit 70 from Dayton, Athens, Cleveland, Dalton. We're at 69 in Lafayette, 67 currently in Murphy. Look at Altamont sitting at 62 degrees with a breeze as well out of the north. Yeah, that actually is almost downright chilly for the afternoon hours. 72 degrees in Scottsboro currently as well. Let me show you what's going on for the rest of this evening. Breezy conditions, lots of sunshine. Temperatures will quickly fall through the 60s into the 50s this evening because we're basically already at the 60s now, knocking on the door, and that trend will continue with those mainly clear skies. In fact, by tomorrow morning, we're looking at another cool start. Not as cool as what we saw this morning, but still a chilly morning start for you with temperatures in the upper 30s to 40s all across the Tennessee Valley. So kind of prepare yourself. If you needed a hoodie or a sweater this morning, you'll likely need one again for yourself tomorrow morning. Now, the afternoon hours, we're looking at highs climbing back into the low to mid 70s out there. Notice we're going to see a few more clouds building in as well, and those clouds will not do much to kind of stop the warming trend, but what you will notice is the sky starting to see those high clouds spitting in from the south, and of course that's going to be coming from our tropical system that we have down to the south. So let me take you there and show you what's going on now. Here's the latest with Hurricane Ian, as you know, has made landfall now this afternoon. That means the center of the eye wall has now crossed on shore now, making its way up through the bay and crossing just to the south of Port Charlotte. There's your eye itself, where the weather's really calm, the sky's clear, and you think you're having a pretty beautiful day. But outside of that eye wall, you have the very turbulent weather, and this red and yellow area here, that is where we're seeing some very heavy rain, some very strong winds, even some lightning in this activity here, and that's where you're seeing those winds gusting likely over 100 miles an hour. And we're seeing that in some spots just north of Cape Coral there and over towards the Bonita Springs area there. We're seeing those winds well over 100 miles per hour. Those are the current wind gusts, and you can see we've clocked winds gusting anywhere between 70 to as high as 125 miles per hour in this area. And notice here that 124, we'll see if that moves again. That may actually be because the actual measurement, the anemometer there that measures the wind, may actually have basically blown away there. So we'll have to see if we get any more updates on that in the future. But right now, as we look at Futurecast, we're going to be tracking this through Florida. It will still be making its way into northern Florida as we go into your Friday morning. So they've got another 24 to 36 hours of just some terrible weather across the state of Florida. Then this system moves either out over the Atlantic or right along the coastline, where it could still be a tropical storm as it makes its way to the north before moving into the Carolinas and starting to spin some rain our way on Saturday. Now, the good news is the track has shifted just a bit to the east, so the heaviest rainfall looks to stay just to our east, but we could still see some rain off and on throughout your Saturday and maybe even a few showers sticking around on your Sunday as well. But the rainfall totals, there's no doubt about it. The heaviest activity will be just to our east in the mountains to the Carolinas and heading into northeast Georgia. But again, we're going to be right on that edge of potentially seeing some of that tropical moisture. So here's your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. Again, 75 for your Thursday, 75 Friday. I think most of the football games will be dry, but late Friday night into Saturday, that's going to be the best chance of rain moving back in. And then notice we'll see off and on showers Sunday into Monday before things dry out, and we try to warm up a little bit, but still staying below normal, Latrice.